Good morning to everyone. In the last class, we have discussed about events in the classical reports. First of all, initialization. Okay, so initialization. What is the use of initialization here? Anyone have idea? What is the use of initialization event?
Provide default values to the input screen.
Yeah, thank you. Correct only. Provide default values to the input screen. Okay, provide default values to the input screen. Yeah, correct only. Okay, fine. What is the use of art selection screen on any other guy?
It's validation purpose for particular one field.
Yeah, correct only. Thank you. So validate particularly one field only. Okay. Validate particularly one field. And what is your art selection screen on? Sorry, art selection screen. Any other field? What is the use of art selection screen? Any other guy?
It valid for multiple fields.
Yeah. Correct only. Thank you. Validate for more than one field. What is the start of selection? Anyone?
Fetch the data from database into
Yeah.
internet.
If you want to fetch any data, then we have to go for start of selection. What is end of selection? What is the end of selection? Anyone?
Display the output.
Okay, fine. If you want to display something output, then we have to go for end of selection. Top of page for headings. Okay, if you want to provide any heading, then we have to go for top of page. This is the footer. Okay, if you want to display anything in the end of the page, then we have to go for end of page. And now at selection screen output. Okay, at selection screen output. And before going that one, I have opened this program. Okay, so this is the program right now. What I will do, I will create one include here. Okay, I will create one include there inc classical one. Okay, save it, check it. It is not created, right? Just double click on that one. Okay, click on save button. Yes button. Okay, save. Local object. Save it and activate it. Okay. And now what I'm doing, I will take here one perform. Okay, I will take here one perform for declaration. Okay, perform for declaration. Otherwise, what I will do, include only I will take for declaration part only, and one more input for selection screen, and one more field for fetch data like that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, like that. I am declaring. I am doing like this. This is for selection screen, and this is for fetch data. I will maintain the declaration, I mean comment, declaration part. This is for selection screen. this is for data. So I'm taking a tree includes. Okay, I'm taking three includes here. First of all, declaration part. Okay, I will cut this one. Okay, I will cut it. And the declaration part, just double click on that one. I have to create the declaration include now. Just click on S button, save button. Okay, I will paste here. Just activate this include. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, and here this is for declaration part. Just I cut the code and I paste it in the declaration include. Now selection screen is coming, so I will cut this one also. So I just cut the data code and I will go for declaration part, selection screen part. Click on S button. Okay, okay. I will paste the code here. Just come back and double click on this uh, classical one. Click on save button. Click on OK button. Okay, save it. Okay, now I have created three includes. Okay, declaration part, selection screen part, and fetching data part. Now here I did not activate the includes here. Okay, I did not activate inactive. It is in inactive mode. And second one, second selection screen include also in inactive mode only. And the third one fetch data include also in the inactive only. Okay, now what I will do, first of all I will keep the code into comment. Okay, now here one button is there, this one. Okay, display object list is there. Okay, display object list, just click on that button. Okay, if you click on that button the screen will change here. Okay, so some left side something is coming, the object name or screen like that, it is coming here. Okay, now double click on this button, I mean right click on that button and click on active. Okay, click on OK. ITVPP is unknown. Fine, fine. 1 minute guys. It's not displaying anything. Activate it. So the include is activated here. I am coming to the second include. Selection screen, just activate it. Fine. Okay. Mhm. Okay, fine. Okay, what I'm doing here, I'm taking three includes. First one is for declaration part. Second one is for selection screen. The input screen is coming here, right? So for that one, I'm writing this selection screen here. And the third one is for fetching data. Okay. And now what I will do, this installation part at selection screen on this all data I will keep in the fetch data only. Okay, I will keep in the fetch data only. First of all, initialization part we have to write, right? So here initialization part I will keep it in uncomment. Okay, and I will take here one form. Okay, perform, this is for initialization part, right? Perform initialization. Something installation one I am taking here. Okay, because we should not take the perform installation like that, we should not take, because of the event name and the perform name both will be same at that time, so we will get confused. That's why I am writing installation one. Okay, now I have to create this perform. Where I have to create? Okay, just double click on this button, just double click on this perform name. Okay, so I did not create any declaration till now. Means form inform I did not write anywhere. Just now I have written perform name, that's it. Now I have to declare that one. Where I have to declare, just I am double clicking on the perform name. Now click on S button. So it is asking you where you want to declare this one. Okay, I want to declare in the fetch data. Where is this one? You have to check you is the fetch data. Just select this one. Okay, now click on OK button. See, installation part came under the fetch data include. This is the include now. Okay, now activate it. Okay, now click on back button, and here whatever the declaration part is, sorry, whatever the initialization part is there, you just uncomment that one. Okay, I have taken the selection screen for VBEL only. So I will cut the code here, and I will go to the installation part, and here I will paste the code. Okay, now activate it. Click on back button. Okay, now these are things I don't want now, so I'm removing the code here, and at selection screen is there. Okay, just uncomment that one also. And here validation for this one. I mean VBELN. Okay, I'm doing something validation for VBELN input field. So just cut it, and here we just write the one more perform validate VBELN. Okay, I'm taking one more perform here. Okay, the perform name is validate VBELN. Just double click on that button, click on S button, and here declare fetch data is there, right? So just select the fetch data include here and click on OK button. See, one more form came here. Okay, this is available in fetch data include. Okay, fetch data include. Click on back button. Now I will cut the code here. Once again, I am opening the perform. Here I will paste the code. Okay, save and activate it. Click on back button. Okay, and here this one I am removing here. Okay, now selection, startup selection event is coming. Just uncomment the startup selection event. Okay, and here I will take one more perform fetch data. Okay, fetch data. Now what I will do, I will create, the perform only I'm writing here, form and form I did not write anywhere. Now I'm double clicking on this form name, click on S button where I have to declare this one. Okay, so I want to declare this one in the fetch data include. Click on S button, save it, click on back. So the code is this one, right? I will cut the code here. I will cut the code and I will go to the fetch data only. Click on S, and here I will paste the code. Okay, now activate it. Click on back button. Okay, now end of selection is coming here. Okay, end of selection. One more perform I'm writing, perform. This is for display data, right? So I will take, I am declaring this form once again. So I'm double clicking on that button. I'm double clicking on the name, click on S button. Once again, fetch data. Okay, fetch data include name I am selecting here. Click on OK button. Okay, click on save button. Once again, click on back. Okay, so this is a fetch data, right? Just cut it. And once again, double click on this one. Paste here. Okay, save it, click on back button. Okay, top of page is coming here. Okay, top of page is coming, and here one more thing, perform header information. Okay, perform name is header information. Just double click on this one, but name, click on this button, select the fetch data here, click on save, click on back, and I will cut this one here. Okay, once again double click on this button, double click on this name, and here I will paste. Now click on back. So end of page is also coming. So for that one also I will create one more perform footer information. Okay, footer information. I will cut it. Double click on this name. I want to create it. So select the fetch data here, any include name here, and here paste it. Now save, check, activate. Okay, what I'm doing here, just I'm taking 3 includes. First one is for declaration part, second one is for selection screen, and third one is for fetching data. Okay, and here if you double click on the first include, only declaration part is available. Okay, only declaration part, and I'm in active mode now. Okay, I'm clicking on back button and I'm coming to the selection screen. Okay, selection screen include one more, include this one. and here only selection screen I am taking. Okay, only selection screen I am taking here, and this is in active mode. So I am clicking on back button, and here include fetch data is there. Okay, if you double click here, so a lot of performs are there. Okay, lot of performs are there. So first perform is the installation one, and second one is the validate the VBLN, fetch data, okay, display data, header information, footer information, like that I am declaring the forms here. Okay, so I'm calling the form from the main program. This is the main program. Report name is coming here. This is the main program now. Okay, just activate it. Okay, so in this way we have to write the code in our real time. Okay, in the main program we don't write anything. Okay, so we have to take forms, end forms, or includes. Okay, so in this way only we have to write the code. This is for fetch data. Okay, and this is for displaying data. This is for heading information. This is for footer information. Okay, now I am using one more event, that is at selection screen output. Okay, at selection screen output. What is the use of this at selection screen output? So first of all, where is the declaration? Sorry, selection screen. So this is the selection screen, right? Here I am taking only s_VBLN. I will keep it in comment. Just activate it. Click on back and activate the program. Click on execute button, and here it is coming sales document number. It is coming, right? Sales document number it is coming. Now my requirement is I will keep here something sales document and purchase document. Two radio buttons I will keep here. Okay, if I select the sales document number, then I have to display here sales document number. Okay, if I click on purchase document number, then I have to display here purchase document number. Let us finish that one first of all. I have to keep two select options. Okay, I have to keep two select options. One is for VBLN and one more is for select options s_EBLN for EKKO EBLN. Okay, EKKO EBLN, but EKKO it is the table here, so I have to declare one work area by the name of EKKO. So what I will do, I will go for the declaration include, and here I will write the tables only, and here EKKO. Okay, save and activate it. Click on back button. Once again go to the selection screen here. Okay, now s_VBELN and s_EBELN, check it. So there is no problem now. Okay, now what I'm doing here, so after this one I'm taking two variables here. Okay, two parameters I'm taking, that is parameter p_, this is for vendor. Okay, vendor, and this is sorry, 1 minute. This is for sales, right? p_SO I will take, and this is for purchase order, right? p_PO I will take. Radio button M. Okay, I'm taking two radio buttons, p_SO and p_PO. Okay, SO means sales order and PO means purchase order. Okay, if I select the sales order, then s_VBELN should be in enable mode. Okay, if I select p_PO, then EBLN will be in enable mode. Now just save it, check it, activate it, click on back button, activate the program here, and click on go to statement, text elements, and selection text here. Okay, and here p underscore py is coming, right? So for this one, is information. Okay, this is for sales order information, sales information, and p and s underscore EBLN is coming, and checkbox is also coming. Save it and activate it. Click on back button, activate the main program. Click on execute button. Now how it is coming? So sales document number is coming, and purchase document also is coming, and here sales information and purchase information is the two red buttons are coming here. Okay, if I select the sales information, then I want to enable the only sales document information, and the purchase document information should be in disable mode. Means I should not enter any data. Okay, and if I click on purchase information, okay, if I click on purchase information, at the time the purchase information should be in enable mode, and remaining data sales document information is there, right? So this data should be in disable mode. Okay, so how is it possible? Let us see how we will do this one. This is possible through a selection screen output event. Okay, I am clicking on something radio button. Okay, I am clicking on something radio button. At the time the input fields are changing here. Okay, so for that one we have to go for at selection screen output. So for this one also I will take one perform. Okay, perform name is changing input fields. Okay, something I'm taking here. Now double click on this one. I did not declare any form till now. Just double click on this button. Just double click on the name, click on S button, select the fetch data. This is the include name. Okay, so I have three includes here. Okay, declaration part one include, and fetch data one more include, and selection screen one more include. Okay, and this is the main program. Okay, if you select the main program, then what will happen? It will create. So at the end of the program, okay, if I select the first one, then what will happen? It will create one more new include. Okay, it will create one more new include here, but I don't want to create any include now. So just I want to create one perform, that's it. Right now, sorry, double click on the name, click on S button, select the fetch data include here, click on enter button, and here one more form came. Okay, now save it. Here we have to write the code. Okay, here we have to write the code. First of all, two radio buttons are there. Okay, right, two radio buttons are there. Now what I will do, I will take here which radio button I have selected, I don't know exactly, right? So I am writing like this. If condition I am taking, if p underscore so equal to x, means if we select the PO, then what we have to do? Okay, else if p underscore PO equal to x. Okay, if we selected the purchase order radio button, then what will happen? End it. Okay, two things are coming. Okay, selecting the PO, selecting the sales order S4. Okay, and this is for selecting PO, purchase order. Okay, save it and activate it. Okay, now what we have to do? So in the selection screen area, we have to write some more code here. Okay, we have to write some more code, because whenever I am selecting something radio button, automatically the input fields are changing here, right? So for that one, we have to do one more thing. And here I am taking modif ID. Okay, modif id a. Okay, so what is this modified I will discuss. Here I'm taking modified b. Okay, modified b, and here for this one user command. I will tell you what is this one user command, and for this one default x. Now save it, check it. Something problem is there, right? The modif id must be specified without quotations. Fine. Let us see. Save it, check it, activate it. What I'm doing here, okay, why I'm mentioning here modif id. Okay, here select options is coming s underscore vbln for vba vbln. Up to here this is okay. Okay, and after that one I am extending something called like modif id a, modif id b, like that. Okay, and here also parameters I am taking parameters p underscore so radio button group, radio button group m, something name I'm giving the group m, like that. You can take any name here. Okay, instead of m you can take any name that is not fixed here. Okay, and here also ab is not fixed here, you can take any names here. Okay, just I'm taking ab, that's it. And here after the group name I am extending user command. Okay, user command uc and default equal to x. Why I am taking like this? See, whenever we are clicking on any button, at that time one more event will trigger. Okay, so if you are clicking on any button, radio button or anything, any menu buttons like that, at that time also one event will trigger, that is user command. Okay, so I'm giving something name for that one uc, that's it. Okay, for that event I'm giving the name uc, that's it. Okay, and default equal to x means by default I am selecting p underscore po radio button. Okay, by default I'm selecting p underscore po radio button. Just activate it and click on back button and execute the program, then you can see the input screen how it is coming. So if you see here, by default purchase order, purchase information is selecting here. Okay, now click on back button one more time. Double click on this form here. Okay, and here why I have taken modif id. Okay, so these two is okay now. So whenever we are clicking on any button, at that time user command one event will be there that will trigger. For that purpose I am taking here user command, and default x means, so by default p underscore po radio button should be enable mode, it will select here. Okay, and now this one modified a, modified b. So whenever you write like this modified a, modified b and user command like that. Okay, so these all are things you are using in the at selection screen output. Okay, at selection screen output you are clicking right at that time. So whenever you go for at selection screen output, by default system will create one internal table. Okay, by default system will create one internal table. The internal table name is screen. Okay, internal table name is screen. So the internal table name and worker name both are same here, screen only. Okay, now what we will do, so in this screen, okay, in this screen some fields will be there like screen group 1, okay, and screen input.